Hey there everybody, welcome back to the channel here. We're just going to do a little vlog style thing, really just documenting my trip out to the wildlife management area of Middle Creek for the snow geese. Everything's packed in a truck last night. It's 4:30 in the morning, just leaving my house. It's going to be like a 4.5 hour drive. We'll see how I'm feeling at the end of this. We're gonna do about 4.5 hour drive out, 4.5 hour drive back home, leaving at 4:30 in the morning, getting home about 8:30 at night. I'm probably gonna be beat after this, so we'll see how long this takes. We're gonna try and make a pit stop at Sheets, get some caffeine and some breakfast real quick. Hopefully they're open, because since COVID started, everything is closed this early in the morning for some reason, and no one does 24 hours anymore. So we'll do that before we get on the turnpike. Got a full tank of gas already, should be good on that for at least the way out. Hopefully gas is cheaper out that way, because Russia's infinite wisdom of invading the country and everyone's cutting them off kind of drove gas prices through the roof. Last I checked, it was $4.21 a gallon here in the Pittsburgh area. So hopefully towards Harrisburg and that, it's a little cheaper. So I guess we'll see what we find. I have a camera review to do. I have a Nikon Z50. Get some footage and photos of the snow geese, tundra swans, all the ducks. Apparently they're all slowly migrating away, going back home for the summer. And hopefully we get some snow geese. I checked the estimate yesterday. They had 50,000 yesterday. Usually they have between 50 and 100,000, so hopefully it goes up a little bit or stays the same, does not go down. That'd be nice. 4 hour drive and get there and be 2 snow geese. That's kind of luck sometimes I have with this. Hopefully that's not the case. I did bring a second pair of clothes, a bunch of bottles of water. I got a cooler I can put ice in for later if I need to. 2 cameras, bunch of lenses, microphones, all that attachment stuff, 2 tripods, camping chairs so I can sit down and enjoy the moment. I'll be standing all day. 2 pairs of shoes. Had a list about yay long junk to bring. So we'll see what happens. Got about 6-7 hours sleep, so it shouldn't be too bad. So I guess we'll see what it looks like here in a couple hours. So we got some caffeine for the trip. Some breakfast. Everything's looking up and up. No one ever gets sad when they're eating a bunch of junk food from a gas station. Until you stop feeling good. So hopefully today that's not my problem. Onward we go.
Searching for greatness in a sea of the dying and shameless, a sea of the aimless. I don't wanna be one of the nameless. I'ma wake up with the mindset that one day I'm gonna make it, and I don't think I'll be fine if I don't break my limitations. Don't try to stop me, I exist to write my own story. I'll make a decision if I want some peace or if I want the glory. Yeah, don't want a life that is complacent or possibly boring. I just want a life that is worth every day exploring. My whole life I just wanted someone who would notice me.
It's kind of crazy the things you see driving down the road. I've just seen a pileated woodpecker. I've seen about 5 or 6 different types of hawks sitting in the trees as the sun comes up. I passed an F-350, F-450 type truck pulling a car trailer with like 6 or 7 Rivian to add though, if you've made this far in the video, please give me a like, subscribe, all that. I am a one-man band for all these. If I had a resume for my website, it would literally be my name for director, videographer, photographer, sound guy, graphic design, editor, all that. So there's kind of a ridiculous amount of work that goes into these videos, even if they're not like big and polished. I'd also like to give a little shout out to the boys that kind of push me along to do this kind of thing, so I can improve my craft. I can learn different things about different pieces of equipment, different tips from them about shooting, video, and photo. It's kind of neat. So the past 3 years or so, we've all kind of gone our own paths, but I guess we all pretty much improved since then. Because one guy, he's in Africa right now shooting. Duncan, he's on a little vacation. I'd like to do that sometime. It's probably the most expensive thing, just getting everything else is pretty cheap and affordable out there once you get there. Mikey, he's doing pretty good in his product shots. His videos come a long way. His photos are coming a long way, even though he doesn't like doing photo, which is kind of funny. I think photo's the easier part, in my opinion. William, he quit his ridiculous grind of a job, doing some kind of video editor, shooter, jack of all trades, working 70, 80 hours a week for weeks on end. He stopped doing that. He's going to go do his own business, do his own thing, find his own clients, so that's pretty cool. Pretty proud of him for that. TJ, he's going out doing his own thing for shooting sports and everything. He moved. He's going to do pretty good in that, I know. So everybody's pretty much spreading their wings and doing their own thing. So that's pretty awesome. Hopefully one day, maybe, who knows, maybe I'll be able to pay the bills with the camera, or pay an electric bill would be nice. Anything would be helpful. Who knows? They all got a lot more years on me than I do, so we'll get there someday. Just a long ride. I think we're about halfway there. Got about an hour and 45-ish minutes to go. All these long trips kind of makes me wish I would have brought the wife along. Sitting in the truck in silence listening to music is okay, but it gets old quick when you're by yourself. This summer though, me, her, and the kid will be able to go on some trips. Baby girl's getting older. She's turning 1 in 2 months. Pretty freaking excited about that. Actually, less than 2 months. Can't believe it's looking a year almost. Life's topsy-turvy upside down. That's all I can say. Working several dozen hours of overtime per pay period. Trying to keep my photo video going. Trying to come up with new ideas for it. Trying to keep the YouTube going. Trying to gain them subscribers to that 1,000 sub mark. Ever since the Ukraine-Russia thing happened, like my subs have basically stalled out. I was getting a couple every few days, so that was nice. Since that happened, my subs have flatlined, and my view time and watch time and video views have kind of gone way down, like down 50-60%. So that's kind of depressing, but I mean that's what happens, I guess, when there's a world event. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's pretty sad. It's ridiculous, shall we say. I don't want to go too far political stuff. But people start uploading the same crap, same video clips, same stuff. Everyone goes gaga for that. Everyone wants to watch that. So it kind of floods the market, shall we say, on social media. But hopefully I'll get some good goose photos, goose videos. I got the Z50. Friends let me borrow. I got the Z7 II. It's mine. I got the 70-200 that I'll probably have on the Z50, so that I'll have, like, you know, a 105 to 300 2.8 stays overcast, I think that'd be nice. Be like a built-in softbox for the sky, get rid of some harsh shadows and whatnot. Plus, with the high ISOs we got on cameras nowadays, I'm really not too worried about it. Whatever happens, happens, but, you know, not that I'll have to, but ISO 6400 is actually, you know, pretty doable on most cameras nowadays. Not that I'll have to use it, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. It'd be nice to have like a PF, 500 PF for that new 800 PF for the Z. I don't really even want to know how much that thing costs. So, here in a few weeks to a few months, I might be upgrading the Z7 II to a Z9, so that'll be pretty freaking baller. Pretty excited about that. I appreciate everybody using my Amazon links to buy stuff for the kickbacks that I get and the viewership I've been getting from that. I really, really, really appreciate that. Like, honestly, that's probably paying for half of the Nikon Z9 plus trading in the Z7 II. Kind of my grand scheme in the future is to have the Z7 II with like Nikon 200-600Z whenever that comes out. It's been like 3 or 4 years on the roadmap. Kind of wish they'd get their shit together on that and bring it out. They got that 400 TC, they got the 800 PF, they got the 100 to 400. It's like they're hitting all around. It's almost like a scene from like the board game Battleship, put your ship in there and everyone shoots around it, doesn't quite hit that ship. That's how the 200-600 feels. They got all these other lenses, but the one that I actually want. So, kind of grinds my gears on that, but I guess the longer it takes to come out, the longer it gives me to save up to buy it. So, always gotta look at it positive. Can't let it run you down. Can't let the video photo world either make it feel like a full-time job. You gotta make sure you keep it fun, and you gotta keep telling yourself the gear, for the most part, really doesn't matter in 2022. You can use an entry camera and get great pictures. You can use a mid-range camera and get nice 4K. Just gotta make sure, pay attention to which one you're getting into. Some of it's line skip, some of it's pixel bend, some of it's full sensor readout. Some's got poor autofocus but nice 4K. If you're Panasonic. And you know, you get like the Canons, like M50, that 4K you lose like I don't remember offhand, like dual pixel AF or something. You lose that, so it has worse autofocus. It has a heavy crop. There's a lot of caveats. Okay, so who's the heathens out there that can't use a toilet at a Tribal America Center and not pee all over the floor? People are absolutely disgusting. As soon as you leave your house and you have to use a public bathroom, suddenly you just spray and pray like you're in Vietnam. What the hell's with people? Freaking disgusting. No wonder COVID ran rampant in the world, you know? People are just filthy, disgusting animals. It's like you're let out of your cage and suddenly now you're just nasty. Okay, enough of that rant. Now where to go? Breakfast number 2. 30 minutes to go. Figured I better get a bite to eat. This was from Sheets earlier, so no. Get a bite to eat before we get there. That way I'm gonna starve before I try to get some shots done. Oh, bad time. Now I can't show you because I'm driving and it's kind of far away and the GoPro wouldn't be able to show it. But there's like 2 or 3 V-shaped flocks above me right now on the turnpike. Some kind of geese, probably snow geese. But there's like 200 or 300 geese in this damn formation. That's freaking crazy. I ain't never seen that. And we're only about 23 minutes away, so hopefully that's a positive sign. So we've made it. There's the lake you can see to the right. Hopefully we get here at a good enough time where there's not going to be a lot of people. Guess we'll just drive around this loop here and find a place to put down and start shooting. Looks like they have a lot of do not enter signs. Probably required to only sit at certain areas. So the left is the main building, but we're going to keep going straight and check out the loop road. So the tour route, I guess, is really cool. Well, as you can see, there's a big flock overhead and a lot of Canadian geese to our right, and everyone and their mother is sitting here. So going by the cameras, I'm assuming there's something going on the left here. Everyone's got their spotting scopes. See a 400 prime, 500 prime, some buffle heads. We'll just stop here and see what we get for some photos. Okay, so not entirely what I expected. Basically, it seems to be a road that circles this lake, and you can only pull off on the side of it, pretty much anywhere though, but you can only pull off on the side of it and stand within 10 feet of the side of the road. You can't actually enter anywhere, at least as far as I can tell. But it was pretty cool to see like a couple hundred Canada goose, hooded mergansers, there's some other mallards, common mergansers, I think a couple trumpeter swans or tundra swans. I couldn't tell, they're too far away, I couldn't see in the viewfinder, but there's some swans out there. I legitimately do not know where I'm going, so we're gonna wing it and figure it out. Oh, here we go. This is stop 2. Apparently you can pull off here on a big ass parking lot, so hopefully I can like do more than just stand on the side of the parking lot. We shall see. Okay, so that was insane. Like, got here to this location too, like, I don't know, hour and a half, 2 hours ago. There was already some snow geese out there, like, you know, a couple hundred. And the past like 2 or 3 hours, it's just wave after wave after wave of snow geese. There's got to be at least 20,000-30,000 snow geese out there right now. I don't think the pictures are going to do it justice. The video's not going to do it justice because it's not wide enough field of view to see details. It's just, it's bananas. I got calluses from zooming apparently, zooming in and out. My hands are turning a little black. That's weird. Not sure what that's about. So, on to the next spot. As I said, leaving spot 2, and you can see how much of a tourist trap this place is. Holy Christ. If you ever plan on coming here, I highly recommend coming on a weekday. This is just bananas. Cars parked everywhere, people walking everywhere, baby strollers everywhere, cameras everywhere. Can't tell you how many focus locked beeps I have heard in the past 2 hours. Like, holy moly. I get it, your camera locked focus. Do we need to hear it? For all the new photographers out there, if someone wants to get into this, turn that shit off. We don't need to hear it. It's like spot 3. Spot 3 is an overlook of the main lake, I suppose. And you get quite a view on top of this little knoll here. It's actually kind of neat. I thought it would be kind of crappy, but it's pretty neat. Geese fly right over top of your head. About 50 feet. There's dozens of waves coming in. And down here, there's a whole bunch of cars sitting here doing something, so must be something going on. Update, it was a hawk on a post way out in the field that everyone was excited about. Not that interesting. Okay, next. Pulling up in the stop 4 here. It's just a little pull off with some plaques. Looks like some fields with some maybe wood duck nests people built and put out here, the game warden. So, to see some geese, a couple geese in the field. So not too special here at number 4. So I guess we'll keep going. I have a feeling I'm gonna circle back around to 1 and 2 and nothing really pans out on this. Well, I was gonna stop here thinking there's something important, but it's really just a game warden talking to somebody, so we'll just avoid that. That sounds a pretty terrible thing to be involved in. Don't want to be part of that. Yeah, I'm really starting to wonder where these people got their driver's license that are coming to this place, because I mean, I get you're busy looking all over the place, looking for some animals and whatnot, looking for the birds, but it's like, good Lord, people, how do you just drive through the middle of the road the entire time? Like, I've seen you look forward. You're just oblivious, or you just don't care. I do not know. Too far away, wouldn't show up on the camera if I even tried taking a picture of it, but you're on top of this like pretty good sized hill, like a couple hundred feet off top of the water, looking down into the valley where this lake is. I swear half that lake is just snow geese. It's freaking insane. If you love snow geese, this is the place to go. Not sure it's really worth the 4-hour drive here and 4-hour drive back home though, just for this. But if there's much stuff you want to do, and this was like your stop on the weekend trip, yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Definitely worth that. Coming up on another stop, looks like a bunch of cars, a dozen cars in this parking lot. Not as busy as that stop too, so we'll see what happens here. Lock and load, I guess. So the spot was spot 5, I think it was called. It's okay. Basically, it's a little trail, goes down towards the lake. kind of confusing. It has signs saying do not enter, but also like clearly a trail that goes all the way down in there. So don't really understand that. You can see the lake. You can see thousands of geese on the lake. Couldn't actually get close enough for anything good, any good picture wise. So on to the next stop. Found stop number 8. It's a boat launch. Game warden is also here. I don't really know what they're doing. Maybe they're just making sure people aren't like messing with stuff. I don't know. But yeah, it's a boat launch. It's closed until like May or something like that. But you can park here, look over the lake, see a bunch of geese come flying, which is what they're doing right now. So we're gonna get out there and see if we can't get some pictures. So still looking for them bangers. We'll see. So the boat launch here at number 8 is actually pretty cool. Getting sitting up higher advantage point, looking across the lake here to the other side where all the geese were earlier. Even with an 800 or a 600 in crop mode and video for 120 FPS video. Oh, so this is the deer path. This must have been the path I was walking on earlier. So there is a path that connects the last 2 points. Okay, so that makes sense then. But anyways, yeah, I got a pretty good like field of view and max zoom at like 900 on crop. Of slow motion of some like a giant flock of snow geese flying around. So that's pretty cool. These friggin' snow geese are so loud. Unbelievably loud. Like you're like a couple of football fields away, and you know there's obviously a lot of them, but they're so loud they just sound like a bunch of angry flying monkeys. So if you don't like flying monkeys from Wizard of Oz, you're probably not gonna like the sound that these snow geese and the tundra swans make. I've seen a couple tundra swans, but nothing too crazy, so that's kind of disappointing. So real quick, we're just gonna stop back at point 1, see what's up there. So there was a couple cool ducks there that I haven't seen in a while, like the hooded mergansers and stuff. I want to try and get more pictures of them. They're kind of like one of my favorite birds, along with buffalo heads. So hopefully that pans out, and we'll be turning around and getting some gas, because we're almost out of gas, 87 miles left. Hopefully Gas Buddy's got some gas apps around here, or gas stations around here. Because really not excited about paying that $4.20 a gallon. We'll see. Okay, back to stop 1. Ooh, had to do an emergency pit stop on the side of the road because seeing a gorgeous opportunity for a red-tailed hawk, and oh my goodness, I am elated. Boop. I'll definitely put that in the screen for you to see. One of my favorite hawk pictures of all time. Perfect. Okay, so we're pretty much done here at the Middle Creek Wildlife Management Area, I guess they call it. Well, I gotta say, at least from today's experience, location 1 is really good for your mergansers and ducks like that. There's always swans there. And then the location 2 is overrun with people, but it's at the point where they walk down this quarter-mile walkway, and it is like put you right in the middle of all the snow geese. Everyone is messaging me while I'm trying to do this, and it has a bunch of brush and stuff in the way, so you can't like really get that close to the shoreline. Plus there's signs everywhere that says don't go any further, kind of thing. So probably the best place to go would be 1 and 2, but for camera equipment, I highly suggest, if you come here, you're going to need at least a 150-600 on a crop body, or a high megapixel camera that can give you a crop mode. Now, speaking of that, you're probably, this grinds my gears to say this, but you're probably going to want a 1.4 teleconverter to get a little bit more reach out of whatever you're using, so you can fill the frame, get as much detail out of it. Even on these overcast days, like today was pretty overcast. So, yeah, that's really about it. Now we're gonna go get some gas, get a snack, use the bathroom at a gas station, and complain about how nasty people are with using the bathroom. So, oh yeah, I did see a hawk, as I showed earlier, and I seen 2 eagles, and it was pretty cool. Honestly, I mean, yeah, it's a great trip. Enjoyed it. Saw some cool stuff. A lot of people. Too many people for my liking. Go on a weekday if you can. This is no different than Benazet if you've been there for the elk. So, yeah, this is pretty much the end of it. I got to motor home and get this done and over with. It's going to be a long 4 hours, but it was pretty good, like I said. So if you made it through all this of me jabbing, talking about my trip here, seeing all the clips and pictures I put up in the video, give me a subscribe, comment what you think down below. Let me know if you've ever been here, if there's anything I missed that I should check out next time, anything like that. Like the video, subscribe, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. I'll see you out there. Happy shooting. Good luck.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad.
I just wanna stay bad, stay mad. Chip on my shoulder cause they treat me like an outcast. I ain't gonna take that, stay back. I'll be swinging hard till the hits come in all caps. I ain't gonna lay back, pray that someone's gonna help me. Ain't nobody like that. I ain't gonna wait, that's all fact. Give me one shot and I'll never get the throne back. I'm sick of being cautious. I'ma go cause some pain, can't stop this. I'ma steal everybody's lane, cut a shoplift. Sick of hearing everyone complain when they thoughtless. Taste the pain, it's like candy canes. It makes me go change into a better frame, into a better name. Society's insane, we all live for fame, yeah. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad.